Okay, sir. The president said nobody is interested in war. And President Tinubu, he tells the Muslim, the Islamic Council.
Thank you so much. Tinubu's speech on nobody is interested in war. If you ask me, I will tell you that he's not being sincere with himself, let alone with Nigerians. See, nobody is interested in war, but the situation we have now is worse than war situation. Is it not better if Nigeria is fighting war? Yes, our situation has indicated that Nigerians is in a situation that is more excruciating than war situation. Since inception of this new government, I don't think there is anything different from even the time Nigeria Biafra war was raging. I think that time was better off, because you can see that in a situation whereby you remove subsidy without plan, without following due processes, without putting things in order, you will find out that it's just like fighting war. During the Biafran civil war, there are movements. I don't think Lagos State knew anything about the war, because Lagos was under British protection. Lagos was birthed or was born in 1967, and you can see that it was, exempted from the war because Britain is in control here. But see the situation in Lagos today. You can't tell me that nobody like war when you are not giving us what we demanded from you. Under this situation, I will tell you that no Nigerian is enjoying now. Everybody is suffering. Transportation is zero. Nobody can even afford from Oba to Lagos Island. If not BRT, you will pay 3,000 going and coming back, depending on the particular place you are visiting in the island. If you are going to Obalende direct, that is when you pay 3,000 going and come back. Going and coming back, it's but if you are going to like VGC, Aja, Ikoyi, Banana Island, and the rest of the interior part of Ireland, you are going to pay more than 3,000 going and coming back. And you should believe also with me that some persons are working in Ireland, VGC, Ikoyi, Banana Island. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
Lekki. After paying their salary, after collecting salary at the end of the month, how much left? How much left for them? These speeches of people to leverage on for the rest of the next month to receive another salary? Zero. So it's a worse situation. It's worse than worse situation. I tell you, you better declare war so that people will know there is war, to know how to at least take care of themselves, secure themselves, fight for what? Fight to defend themselves, than living in a war situation in disguise. We are pretending we are not fighting war, yet war is raging in Nigeria. This current administration is a war situation. Tinubu will not have that kind of infantry to tell Nigerians that war is not answer to it. I know where he was going. He must be referring to the situation in Niger. But I want to tell you that Niger currently is better than Nigeria. War is answer there if ECOWAS well determined to go to war. Because Niger is a state that has her own sovereignty. You should allow them to do their things in their own way. They seize power from the politicians there because they know that the real fire that is raging is what should be taken care of, not coup, not the people that has come to extinguish the fire that is burning. Do you know what I mean? The way politicians in Africa are politicking is what should be taken care of by Southern Africa, the people that are supporting democracy in Africa, by France. France should take care of the raging fire, the way the politicians are politicking in Africa. The Americans, the imperialists or supremacist Britain should take care of the fire that is burning, not the people that has come to kill the fire off. The political system in Africa is so deadly and dangerous that the Africans could no longer bear it, especially the military. The military in Africa, they are doing the right way. That's why they are trying to quench the fire. The fire itself is what should be taken care of, not the people that are quenching the fire. The politicians are the burning fire in Africa, and they should be properly taken care by the hunters or the juntas, not the people that has come
Sir. Thank you.
to take care of the fire.
About the military coup going on in Africa. From Niger to Gabon, and now Cameroon President Paul Biya is set to reshuffle his military position after Gabon coup. Do you think he's also scared that the military will stand up against him?
Thank you so much. You're not getting it more detailing or accentuated. Let me add more to it. Rwanda too. Rwanda, they shuffle her military what set up by retiring thousands of soldiers or hundreds of soldiers. Cameroon, they shuffle his military by retiring generals and hundreds of soldiers. You see it? See, let me tell you. Last week I told you that the next should be other francophone countries that will join the coup. I made mention of Gabon. I made mention of Congo Brazzaville. First of all, and foremost, I made mention of Cameroon because I know when Paul Biya came into power in 1986, I was in secondary school then. I mentioned Senegal. I mentioned Cote d'Ivoire. I mentioned Tunisia is a francophone. Cameroon is a francophone country. So I mentioned them. Are you listening to me? Then I mentioned these people. Guinea Conakry. Yes, they are French speaking. See, these are francophone countries. Togo, Benin Republic, and the rest of the French speaking countries, they are coming. Solution is not in the reshuffling of generals. The solution is the system of politicking in Africa. The system by which the politic in these countries overthrown by the military is not a good system. That's why you find out that the military has now decided to be the solution to the problem in francophones. They should correct the anomalies. They should want all the presidents in francophones bow out honorably. Because the 23 French-speaking countries in Africa, they are waking up and see, coup d'etat is imminent. They are going to demobilize all the politicians in those countries by using what? By staging coup. Military coup is it. See, let me tell you, we have countries like, with seat-tight leadership. Countries like Equatorial Guinea, I think the capital there is Malabo, Saitoma and Principe, Mozambique, Angola, Namibia. These are Portuguese countries in Africa. Their leaders have just glued their seat to their buttocks. They were there and they are still there now for many years. That is not how to run politics. If you know you are practicing presidential system of government, you make sure that you ration the tenure, even if it is 5 years. Good, but give the civilians, the electorate, what they demanded of you. Not getting to the power there to siphon money, the money that is meant for the public, the money that is meant for the social infrastructure of that country, the money that is meant for the development of that country. You siphon it into your private purse, you and your family, and the other organized criminals, politicians that are what? Supporting you to be there. So what I'm trying to say is that these Mozambican, these Portuguese countries, Portuguese-speaking African countries, they are not left out. The English-speaking Africa countries, they are not left out. Nigeria, Ghana, Gambia, Liberia is fair, Georgia. Ghana, Gambia, Kenya. I learned that Kenya president has bounced back after he was beaten by Soso man. I don't know what's the name of that guy that won him. See, they should brace it up. Military coup is imminent. The Rwandan man that has reshuffled the military in his country is not left out because those generals will later plan coup against him. The generals will still align with the serving military, service chiefs, and boot all of them out. I'm telling you, what happens in Niger, what happened in Gabon, everybody has welcomed it. You can see, or you could see, in the Central East African region, the citizens over there, they were rejoicing over Gabon coup. They were hailing the militaries. Why? Because of the kind of politicking in Gabon by the politicians. Their politicians are bad, they are wicked. Omar Bongo was there, has been there for over 50-something years. And when he died, his son had to take over. Is it a family business? You don't know the principle of government. Don't you know the ideology and the principle of setting a government in any country? Government is for the people, not for a family, not for a group of family or set of people or ruling classes. No. Anybody that won election in any country should be given the privilege to govern. Like what is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria, our system of politicking is here, is favoring some people. It's favoring some juggernauts. It's favoring some bigots. In Nigeria, you won election today. If your region is not accepted to be among the people that are sharing the cake, they will deny you your mandates. Currently, what is happening in Nigeria is really to be given attention. Not when the military stage coup. Somebody will be telling us we should not allow military coup to expand, to be expanded. Let me tell you, it is time we should use our what? Heads to come together and solve this riddle, the unbalanced political system in this country. We should balance it up. Favor the West, favor the North, favor the Central, favor the minority, favor the East, favor everybody. Everybody should put hand on tables to run Nigeria. I'm telling you, what is happening currently in Nigeria, Tinubu shouldn't be rendering nonsense. What is coming out from him, the renditions from Tinubu, is irregular and irresponsible.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that.
Thank
sir.
you so much.
So lastly, sir, Umahi, the Minister for Work, promised that the president is going to construct roads that will last for over 50 years.
Thank you so much, Umahi, the governor of Ebonyi State. He was given a befitting position, ministerial position. He did well in Ebonyi State. But you should ask me. Let me tell you whom his true identity is.
Umahi.
Thank you so much. Go and make inquiry in Ebonyi State. They will tell you the true personality of Umahi. I'm not trying to say it won't work. Umahi constructed the best road across the whole state of the Federation. Umahi constructed the best road network in Nigeria today. Bridges, airports, and other infrastructures. If you see the thickness of roads in Ebonyi State, we actually know that Umahi worked. But what I'm against is not Umahi's work, achievement. I'm against his personality, his character. Who actually is he to tell us what's up in a society like this, whereby the government of the day is an illegitimate government? Illegitimacy of this government has proven that Umahi is not going anywhere. I don't trust him. All his promises are he's just saying it. This administration is going to build more roads. Are we looking for road? Is road food? No. Among all things, food. After God Almighty, food follows. So road links, bridges, airports can never give Nigerians breakfast, lunch, dinner, and goodies, partying everywhere. We need foodstuffs, essential commodities to come down. What we need is to revamp our economy for Nigeria to be a canal land of the world, a canal land of West Africa, a canal land of Africa. You start with agricultural production. Umahi should not forget in a race that Nigeria is not a production country. That's why the British are messing us. He has come to rebuild road. People that are driving on the road are hungry. Angry man is a hungry man. Angry men are hungry men. They are driving on the road. They will run to each other because everybody in Nigeria is hungry. No food. The economy has been dwindling and dwindling and dwindling. The economy is dwindling into hellfire this time around. Omai should hold his speeches. He should not convince us that he's the best among everybody. So he should now go and what? Visit his people in Ebonyi State, calm them down, visit those families that lost their loved ones during his administration. He has nothing to offer up to federal level. Even if he has the way to do that job, Ebonyi State can never be federal. There are many things happening in the federal that could not be, possibly happen in the states. Ebonyi State is not Nigeria. Nigeria is not Ebonyi State. I've never seen anything he has done so far. Are you listening to me? So promising and promising and promising could take him to nowhere. Oga, road links, bridges can never change Nigeria. It is our attitude, our system, our political system, the way we politic here is wrong. That is what going to change Nigeria. It's not mine. It's not by construction of road. Nobody is happy in Nigeria now. Omai should do something about subsidy removal. Omai should do something about importation of rice, closure of borders. Everywhere in the eastern Nigeria, southwest, north, everywhere. They don't allow rice to come in. They block importation, thereby making traders suffer too bad or hard before they could bring in goods from abroad for sales. Nigeria is not a production country. That's why we see remain errand boy before the British, before the French. And the one you can see, the fire of coup d'etat across Africa is burning. It's because Africa is not a production continent. That's why the fire of military staging coming back into, to tackle or bring to an end civilian rules or democracy in Africa is because we are not into productivity. Omai should think about industrializing Nigeria, making Nigeria a producing state, a producing nation, so that the time we have no upper hand to do what? To use you and I and suck our milk back into Europe. I listen to me. I don't believe Omahe. I don't believe the present government because it is not legitimate. It is not a legitimate government.
So thank you, sir. Thank you for that, sir.
Thank you.
So that's all we have for it.
Thank you so much.